We're back with one of our Marriott Toyota players of the game this afternoon, Damien Mayo Jr. I won't say the nickname that Chris Carr had for him as he came up here postgame today, but 11 points for Damien today. Chipped in 4 rebounds as well. Just does so many things for this Saluki team. Damien, congratulations. Let's start with the defensive effort today to hold UIC to 67 total. It's a group that averages 80 points on the year, but specifically the first half. What did you guys do to just frustrate them so much to hold them to 22 points?
Our emphasis was they're a great three-point shooting team, so just beat her on the catch and get them out of rhythm. Our first half, we were just trying to be physical, get through ball screens, send them to their offhands, and, when we switch up for no shots, and I feel like we just was a collective group tonight on the defensive end.
One thing, and I talk about because I've known you for a lot of years, I got an opportunity to watch you play. You do so many things that don't show up, that they can't stat. Your level of activity, your digs on drives, your help out in the post, when you double team, weak side rotation for block shots. Like, what can you effectively attribute that to? Please don't say Rodney Perry. But other than that, what can you attribute that to? Because, you're making so many plays that are winning basketball plays, and and it's what your team needs. Like, what goes through your mind as you're preparing for games, because you're like, I got to be the guy that makes X amount of plays for us to win, and I'm not going to get no glory for it. You're like a special ops guy for the military.
I feel like I've been doing that all my life, From growing up, I've been playing high-level basketball from high school all the way to college. So if my biggest thing is just finding a way on that floor, and if that's me doing the dirty work, if that's me doing the things people don't usually see or don't usually know, then that so be it. I'll do that. But I just want to be a winning player for my team, and that's the biggest thing for me, is just getting the win.
Awesome.
Damien, when you guys have 16 turnovers, that means you've got to overcome them in some way. And one of the ways you guys overcame it was no doubt your defensive effort today, which we've talked about, but the balanced scoring offensively. What were the key reasons for you guys to get the offensive wealth spread out so evenly? So many guys made an impact in this game.
I would say it's a testament to us, going back, watching film, and then watching previous games. We put so much work in on defense at practice that, maybe sometimes we overlook the offense a little bit. But when we actually break it down and, we're taught what to do and what cuts we should make in situational basketball, that's when the team is understanding how to play with each other. We're learning how to grow as a collective, and that's the biggest thing for us. If we just continue to play how we play and move the ball, share the wealth, and you don't know who's going to go out there and get you 20, that's when we're playing our best basketball.
Yeah. Lastly, as you're looking forward, now it's this one game season, right? We won this one, took care of business. You got a tough Bradley team on the road. Like, what is your mindset and approach now as you're going into that? Because you're going to need 3 guys like you walking into that gym to make plays and do things to help you win. Like, how do you now turn the page, impact your team to get to that next phase of, all right, this is the next task at hand?
We got to take it as another game, one game at a time. We say 1-0 a day. So we're not even focused on the game. We focus on the next practice. So when we go back, watch film, we're going to practice. We're going to watch probably a little clips on the game today, and then probably watch some clips on Bradley. But we just got to be ourselves. We can't change who we are because we're playing a high-level team. We're a high-level team as well, so we should believe in ourselves and play our game, play to our strengths, and go out there and match up with Bradley Wednesday.
What do you believe, Damien, is now a strength that wasn't a strength maybe a month ago?
Collectiveness. The biggest thing for us is mentality. We didn't have the mentality we had a month ago, and just staying together. When we were down and we had the 0-5 start, we stayed together and we just chipped away every day. And us doing that I feel like that brought us together so much that we can do what we're doing today.
Even felt for guys like Jorge Moreno's stat line tonight, right? You look at 6 minutes, 0 for 2 from the floor. May not be extremely flashy, but his 4 rebounds were big. 3 of them were offensive, and I still remember him diving on the floor with the ball. I don't want to just say that is all you, Damien, but do you sense of, man, like everybody else, like your enthusiasm, what Chris was really alluding to, like there's so many areas where you touch the mentality piece. Doesn't matter if it's Jorge, Davion, Rollins. Up and down the line today, everybody just seems like they put their body on the line.
What I say is when you have a team and y'all trust each other and y'all spend so much time together and went through y'all trials and tribulations, you'll lay your body on the line for each other. You have so much respect for your teammates and the coaches that if they see me go out there and do it, they going to want to do it themselves because I'm going to ask them to do it. You know what I'm saying? So we all just hold each other accountable, and when we see each other make those plays, it just brings energy into other people that they want to do the same.
Damien, congratulations,
Thank
bro.
you.
Enjoy it.
More postgame. Back to Banterra Center. Here's Luke Martin.
Thank you, Pax. Appreciate your effort each and every night as well, Paxton. Well, his previous career high was 16 in this place, and that was in the overtime win against Missouri State today. Drew Steffe, one of our Marion Toyota players of the game. Drew finishes with 20 points, 5 of 7 from the floor, 4 of 5 from 3. And he was 6 of 9 at that free throw line. Chipped in 3 rebounds as well today for Drew. Really what's rare for him, only 2 assists today for Drew Steffe, but still was able to share that basketball around. Drew, congratulations. Tremendous effort by you and the guys. And I know it's kind of been a little bit of a broken record with me and Chris throughout the game today, but it was your defense that kept you in the game, especially early. Even though the shots weren't falling early, how did you guys not let that affect you defensively?
Yeah, I mean, we guarded really well in the first half. Nothing on offense was falling, but we kept going, and even when we turned it over, we sprinted back and, got in the passing lanes and just made sure to be solid on defense. I think that's the reason why we won the game today.
Yeah. Congrats on a great game today, man. I asked you before the game, said, can you make one for me? You made a few, so thank you for that. It made my job really easy today, stepping in for Coach Watson. For you as a shooter, how important is it for you guys to have great ball movement, balance, because you're not a guy that they're looking at to go out and create offense for yourself? How is it for you as you're fitting into all of this that the ball moves and finds you to be able to be effective to spread the defense out for your team?
Yeah, I think it was we've been playing together for, I don't even know, 20-plus games now, but I feel like we're really starting to just know where people are on the court, and we know where everybody is, and, that just helps the team. Like, we know where our shooters are, and we know where our cutters are and all that. So I think the ball movement and just knowing what we're doing on offense is really helped us on offense. First half, we just didn't hit shots. In the second half, we came out and hit shots, so that's where our scoring happened, and, defense starts it all.
Yeah. And I feel like that since I watched you guys at Missouri State, that's kind of when all of this started. Your defensive connectivity has been really, really good. Talk a little bit about you guys' day-to-day preparation on being connected on that side of the ball and how it's attributing to your effectiveness offensively.
Yeah, I mean, like like yesterday, we're going over all their sets and stuff, and we were talking on defense. We were loud. I mean, we were talking so much that we ended practice a little early just because coach felt like we were ready to play this game, and it showed. They only scored 22 points in the first half, one of the best offensive teams in the league, one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league, and I think they hit one in the first half. So it's just everybody talking, everybody know where they're supposed to be, knowing when to switch, knowing not when to switch, and just everybody being connected on defense has helped our team tremendously.
Drew, one of the areas that Chris has really hinted at, and he was kind of asking you that in terms of the offensive game, the offense has really improved. It's been at its peak when there is a lot of ball movement. And maybe early in this game, I know UIC was playing you guys differently than the last time around. They were more kind of packing the paint and forcing you guys into those outside shots. But even for yourself, how much better of a shot do you get? How does it almost give you a little bit more confidence, whatever the word is, when maybe that ball gets reversed a few times, when it's multiple different passes going on, different possession, versus maybe you taking an early three without the ball moving?
Yeah, I mean, it helps us a lot just because it gives us we play hard on defense, so when we get down here, it's taking quick shots almost makes us sprint back on defense way too early almost. So it's just the ball movement and all that. I mean, we have 5 guys out there that can score at any given time, which is a blessing. So just everybody knowing what to do and all that, it just contributes to it.
Can you describe the Mayo effect, as I know Chris Carr loves to say? Just there's so many areas that he impacts, that he touches, that you just can't get anywhere else that won't necessarily show on that sheet in front of you. Where do you believe – where does Mayo push you? Like, where do you believe he has been someone to help you in whatever aspect of your game that helps that we can't tell from any sort of data and numbers?
Mayo pushes the whole team, but including me especially every day. I mean, he's been telling me for the last 2 months, he's like, I need you to shoot the ball 10 times a game. You know what I mean? He has that much faith in me, and he brings so much energy that it doesn't show up on any stat sheet. It really doesn't. It doesn't show up on the stat sheet, but if you watch a game and you watch Damien Mayo get up and down from this energy, from him being a coach on the floor, you can't even explain it. You just have to be there, and you have to feel what it's like to be in the presence of somebody like him. I mean, he helps us so much. He flies around the offensive end. He can guard 1 through 5. I mean, it's so special to have him.
There are a lot of little things today, but even for someone who I know you're close to in Davion Sykes, you've made 11 straight starts, counting this one today. Davion, his playing time has maybe been in flux. Today gets extended minutes. But when he's been out there, it seems like he's been way more effective recently. What have you tried as being a really good friend of his, someone that you've known for a while, to help bring him along when whenever a day like today is called upon him when he needs a bigger role, he's ready to answer that call whenever role is needed?
Yeah, I tell him every day to stay ready. I mean, you don't know when you're going to get that shot. And today he got a shot, and he played his butt off. I mean, he played 20 minutes. He had an 8+-. He hit a 3. He hit the first 3 of the game. Yeah. And it actually really got us started a little bit on the offensive end, to be honest. Him hitting that 3 was huge. He had a layup and he had a 3. So, I mean, him just always staying ready. I mean, you know, he's such a good player. And we're roommates. So, I mean, we're with each other all day long. So I just always tell him, stay ready, you know, and he did that. And today he showed why he should be out there on the court.
Awesome. And to note, he made the 3 and Coach pulled him out. So
Hey, I know. I saw that. I actually saw the guy coming up, and then he hit the 3. I was like, please don't be Davion. And it was Davion.
Yeah,
I was like, oh,
totally
God.
was. I said, man, maybe we should leave him in. He's the guy, the first one to make one. Yeah. But for you, as you're looking forward next day, you know, how do you now move on from this? I mean, obviously winning now is becoming you guys' habit. Mm-hmm. And what's the message as you're starting to, in the locker room, are you guys starting to, like, really know and understand, like, okay, we know what it takes to win now. Like, what's your conversation amongst you guys as you guys are moving forward together at a really good rhythm and pace?
Yeah, I mean, we're just taking it one day at a time. I mean, we're gonna tomorrow we get recovery in, get some shots up, but just the whole team. I mean, I feel like we've really since we started this little run that we've had. I think we've done a good job of just taking it day by day and practice by practice, and you know, practicing hard every day, even if we have a game the next day, to practice hard. And you know, like the teams, we've turned it around, and we keep on building on that. And we got Bradley next, and everybody knows what they did to us the first conference game, and you know, we're looking forward to it. But at the same time, it's just another game. You know, prepare the same way we would against UIC against we would any other team. You know.
I'll tell you what, December 3rd seems like 10 years ago. I know, and especially compared with how you guys have been playing. Drew, congratulations. Well-earned win, brother.
Thank you. Nice job, big fella.
Once again, that was Drew Steffe. Join us here post-game. Our Marion Toyota player of the game.